everybody. I'm Tom Vessel.
I'm Zeke Garcia.
I'm Joey Evans.
Today we're taking a look at a new game from Scorpion Mask called Tag Team.
Back again.
When I first saw the cover of this game, I thought it was like a video arcade game.
Yes, it looks like a fighting game. Play cards, fight, high hit, low hit, block.
Right. But
Fighter.
I took a second look because it's from Scorpion Mask, who has made Sky Team, and they know what they're doing when they make
Excellent
games.
stuff.
They do.
And then I heard it was an auto battler, which is a kind of a...
And I have no idea what that... I should say, no idea what that means. It's right on the cover, too. It's like one of their points on the cover here. They have a fighting, two-player, auto battler. And I'm like...
Well, there's a lot of this
What is
online
this?
where you basically take your character, throw them in, and then you watch it fight and see what happens.
Yeah,
So it's an online. Okay.
I guess
didn't
so.
know.
I'm not online, so I wouldn't know.
Oh.
Well, Z's going to show us how to play the game, and we'll be back.
Analog. Here we've already got the game set up and ready to play with a player having Joan and Shango here, and then Mama Bridget and Mordred over there. You're going to make a team of 2, and you would do that by drafting with these cards here. So I've already gone in and skipped that step. Everybody's ready. They've got their tokens, and they've got their starting decks. 1 card from each fighter in whatever order they want to, and then the rest of the cards from those fighters shuffled up together to make a single deck, such as these 2 here shuffled up. In the game, we are going to alternate steps. There's the fight step and then the build step until one player wins, and they win by KOing the opponent's character, any one of the 2. As soon as I KO one of these 2, being this player, I win, or if they do it to me, then they win. During the fight step, we are going to reveal cards one at a time from the top of our deck, and again, we set the order of these, and then they are going to trigger. So my card over here says I gain 1 divine voice, and so this token happens to be a special thing for Joan here. It's going to move to there. Every time it lands on that spot, I gain an extra power, and every time it lands on that spot, I give 1 to my other character. This one over here says it's a chili pepper rum. She's going to take a hit, but then she is going to attack, and she attacks for 2, and the person she attacks is the one who revealed a card. So Joan here is going to take 2 hits, which I will track right there. With that done, we're all going to reveal the next one, like so. A flame over here means that I'm going to put this token on that character, and if I manage to get all 5 on the same character, then this player will win. The trick being, if I keep putting them on the same character, they'll stack up, but if I ever put one on here, then these all go away. It's a little tricky, but you might be able to manage that. So a flame then puts 1 on there, and then this one says that if I had 8 or more power, it would attack. Since I do not, they gain a power instead, and you have a bunch of these power cubes that you can utilize. As you can see, Mordred begins at 0, but will build up and up and up. With that done, we've gone through all the cards. We now go to the build step, where you take your deck of cards shuffled up, you draw 3, you pick one you want, and you are going to add it into your deck at any one position you want to. So, for example, I'm going to take Breath of Fire here. The 2 I don't pick go to the bottom of the deck, and I'm going to put that anywhere I want to in this deck here. I'm going to do it at the bottom there. So it'll be my 3rd card. My opponent does not know that. They're going to do the same thing. They draw 3, they take a look at these 3, and they are going to put 1 somewhere. Let's see. Let's say this one, Hidden Dagger, which says if neither of your opponents attack, then you attack. Great. Put the bottom 2 there, put this card somewhere. I know the first thing wasn't an attack, so maybe I'll put this one at the top. I want it to be first, and just hope that the opponent didn't put an attack at the top. And then we go back to the reveal and attack step, where I reveal 1, they reveal 1. Great. I do this. I gain 1 power there. Because I didn't attack, they attack. And Mordred attacks for 1, so she takes a hit. We reveal the next one. And this one. It's a flame. Well, unfortunately, a flame is now going to go to this character, which means this one clears off. And then take a hit, attack 4-2. It's this character because that's the card. There we go, like so. And then the last one, where this one says attack using flame power effect, which is the power plus the flame. And then if I was successful, do another a flame. That's what that says right there. Every card will explain what it does in symbols and in text, okay? So that's going to happen. I'm going to attack over here for just, well, none. I have no power, actually. I was not successful. And then this does not have 8, so they get 1 more. And we go back to building. We draw 3, all of that stuff. And you'll see many of these cards are tied thematically to what that character is attempting to do, right? Set characters on fire, a lot of building up power, give your sidekick here abilities, shield attacks, which would stop that attack from hitting you. Of course, it has to go in the right place in the deck, but you can kind of, by putting cards above or below that, you can kind of manipulate when something happens. You keep doing that until one of the characters falls into the KO, and then you're going to win, except for Mama Bridget over here has 2 KO spaces, and if you overshoot them, she actually gains a power and shoots back up to 4. She's hard to kill. And of course, all of the characters are going to have various abilities. Actually, these 4 are some of the simpler ones. They can get pretty crazy and creative. So there you go. That's enough for you to understand the general flow of the game. Let's go ahead and go back up top.
I love everything about this game. I'm done. So let's start with how it looks. I think
It's great.
The cards, the artwork is fantastic. Mm-hmm. I actually think it's a little... I don't think you need the drafting cards. I mean, I'm glad they included them. I feel like you could just draft the characters.
Right.
Their backs are different, I want to say. I don't
On the
remember.
character, sure, but I'm not going to...
They're really large. I'm glad they included the draft cards. And especially because there will be expansions to this. There will be expansions to this. You want to be able to draft them without having to manage a big stack of those very
that makes
large
sense.
format cards.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I mean, the components are great. The tokens move pretty easily. It's, again, I keep coming back to that art. I think the art fits the characters. One thing I really like about this game, component-wise, is that it comes with this fighter's guide, where you go through and it tells you how to set
Yes.
them up.
I love that.
And the special rules with an FAQ on how it works.
Yes.
And I looked it up the first time I played each one, and I've never needed it.
You watching
It
Horrified?
is that easy to understand.
I agree. I will say, character-wise, there's more of a synergy than I anticipated with this.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the tag team is like, sometimes you're like, okay, they got wailed on. But if I put him over here with this one who gives cubes over, there's a
Yeah.
lot to it, you know? I like that.
I really like the card design that tells you with symbols symbolically at the top what it does, and then they write it out at the bottom.
Yes.
I have always been a fan of that. You know, there's not that many games that do it, and I don't know why they don't do it. I understand that it seems maybe a little repetitive.
Right.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Well, probably language independence.
There's that, yeah. But I love that because once I know the card, because I've read it 5 or 6 times, I can just glance at the symbols and I know which card it is. Mm-hmm. But while I'm learning it, the text is there. While I'm teaching it to someone, the text is there. I don't have to hand them a 2-page document with symbology. I
Right.
really like that.
So here's the thing, though. I can't make this game out to be some super strategic game. Your choice is every round, draw 3 cards, pick one, and then pick where it goes in your deck. That's the game.
Yes.
And
But
it says 10 minutes on the box, right? Oh, 15 minutes. 15 minutes is the longest game of this I've ever played.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree. And there are times, I mean, there's a lot of strategy in that, choosing it. And then I love that placement. I love placing. If you have two blocks at the same point, you're like, okay, you're going to try to mix those around, but where do you put it? I like that decision making in there, you know?
I agree. There's some really fun cards, too. One that cancels your opponent's card.
Yeah, that was
Having
big.
that at the right time.
Yeah. The game is very, very fun, but people should know that it is also very, very slight. Yes.
It is.
It is a slight game. It's a very small game. You are making overall You play maybe 6 rounds. It's not that many rounds.
No.
You'll make 6 decisions, and it plays 15 minutes. That's kind of it. You're right. But the game is fun to, and I guess this goes to the nature of auto battlers, it's fun to see it go.
Yes.
Fun to do the thing. Flip a card. Ha-ha. I blocked you. You were going to attack me, and I put a block card in the right place.
Right.
And now next turn I need to think of if your card goes above that one or below, so these still line up. I flip the next one. You're on fire. Flip the next one. I hit you for 3, and I get more power. That's fun to do. You're not. It's a weird thing. You're not doing a lot of playing in this game, but to engage with it is fun.
And it builds. At the beginning, it's like barely happening, and then you're like, okay, I'm about to get wailed on, you know?
Yeah.
Like I finally, all the times, the guy only turned into a bear once. You know, you have
But
to,
it happened.
when it happened, he's
a monster.
he
yeah.
is. You got to kill him.
And there is a kind of character for everybody. You like random stuff, play my lady who's turning over tokens. If you
Right.
like that whole the lady with the snakes and flip flopping back
Right,
and forth,
right.
or
Yeah.
the fire trying to get tokens, or you just want someone who's strong, or even the same lady with the snake that the chance she might not die at the end and come back to life.
That one's the
Oh no, that's the
voodoo lady. Yeah, she can bypass the KO spots and whoop, come back.
Yeah,
If
that
you don't
one.
quite land it right.
Yeah.
Pretty good stuff.
I like that.
Yeah, this is just it's a fun game to play over and over again. I've played every character and against every character. I've played this so many times. It's really easy to teach people and jump into. I know it's not going to be everyone's jam. This is the kind of game that I already know before you play it if you'll like it or not. If I know you as a gamer at all.
Yes,
Right,
I
right.
agree.
There's certain people I'm not going to show this to them because they won't care. But as soon as I showed you, I knew you would like it
I love
because
this
this
game.
is that kind of style game.
Yes.
It's a fighting filler.
Yes, and it's going to be very divisive. I agree with you. I think people are going to look at this and go, "Where's the game?" You know?
Right.
And I get that argument, honestly, but it is a fun, I don't know, auto battler. It's a
Yep.
fun thing to engage with.
What would you give it?
I'm going to come in at an 8.5 on this one. I really, really like it. Yes, there are some things that hold that score down, though it's certainly quite high, which I've expressed already, but I really enjoy the way it looks, the way the characters are built differently. The discovery in this game is certainly going to be a big part of that 8.5 for me. Discovering all the people, discovering the combinations with 12 fighters, there's a lot of that. But then, even past that, when you play with somebody who really knows the game, I think there will be some fun double guessing there.
Yes.
Yes.
As to, like, what did you take? Where is it going? I kind of know what you're building now. And, that's fun to try to, if your attack keeps getting blocked, to attempt to fall out of sync with that person by
Right.
putting something, like, above when you're assuming they'll go below kind of thing.
Yeah, I agree. Coming a bit higher than 9 because there's a lot of decision space in a 15-minute game. I mean, just from the characters, and the characters are so different, and they have to be played different to be efficient. I love that, and I love being able to play off the other character or the other player, and it happens so quickly. That's the thing. I can never imagine playing this once. It's going to be once, got it. Let's switch them up and try it again.
Yeah.
That's the way this is made to be played, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many, off the top of my head, I want to say it's 61 combinations. No, 66, sorry. 66 combinations that you can do. That might be off too. But anyway, there's a lot. I'm also giving it a 9. I don't actually agree with you on this tons of decision space. I think there's a small decision space. I just don't care because it's so entertaining.
Right.
Yeah.
It's fun to pick the characters. There's some characters that I think are a pretty strong team together. I assume they balance it out, but I never once thought I couldn't beat that. I'm like, well, next time, Gadget, I'll get you.
Well, some games out there are like meat and potatoes. It's a whole steak. This is popcorn.
Right.
But
Okay.
it has cheddar cheese flavoring on it, which makes popcorn like 10 times
Yes. Okay. That's okay. Sometimes I want a big bucket of popcorn.
Always.
This isn't that meal. It isn't that steak, but it's fun.
Yeah, it is.
better. There you go, folks. That is Tag Team. Check it out. I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Zeke Garcia.
And I'm Joy Evans.
Fight! thanks for watching another video here on the Dice Tower. We really appreciate you stopping by and checking our things out. Thanks so much for joining us today. And hey, if you really like what we're doing here at the Dice Tower, then there are different ways to support the Dice Tower. One of those ways is through Patreon. We have links in the description to this video, and we have links to lots of other things we do down there, so definitely check it out. But either way, we're glad you watched us. Tell your friends about the Dice Tower. Until next time, though, I'm Tom Vassell, and I hope you enjoyed this video.